Do you feel bloated after meals, wake up with stiff joints, or struggling to lose weight even though you're eating less and moving more? These are signs your body might be dealing with chronic inflammation, and it's probably been going on for longer than you think. You may not feel sick, but deep inside, inflammation could be silently disrupting your energy, metabolism, and fat-burning abilities. Here's the truth. Inflammation isn't just something that happens when you're injured or fighting off a cold. In today's world, with constant stress, pollution, processed foods, and lack of proper sleep, inflammation often sticks around. It becomes low-grade, constant, and widespread. And when that happens, your body starts to suffer. Your energy drops, your digestion gets sluggish, your belly fat becomes harder to lose, even your skin can start aging faster. This kind of silent, everyday inflammation can damage your mitochondria, the tiny parts of your cells that make energy. It also messes with your hormones, slows your metabolism, and triggers cravings that make it harder to stick to healthy habits. But there's good news. You can fight back. You just need to eat the right foods, foods that naturally lower inflammation, support your cells, and help your body start burning fat the way it was meant to. In this video, we'll break down 8 powerful food hacks that can start making a difference in just a few days. These aren't weird or hard to find ingredients either. They're real foods with real science behind them. They help heal your gut, repair your cells, and turn off the hidden inflammation that's been holding you back. Make sure you watch until the end, because food number 1 is something you probably have in your kitchen right now. But most people don't realize just how effective it is at shutting down inflammation and helping the body drop extra fat. Let's jump in. Number 7, turmeric. Turmeric is that golden yellow spice you've seen in curries and health teas, but it's more than just a flavor boost. It's a potent tool against inflammation. Inside turmeric lives curcumin, the compound that makes turmeric shine. Curcumin blocks the same pathways that toxins and stress activate to fire up inflammation in your cells. When your body faces everyday stresses, polluted air, chemicals off your carpet, or even that episode of bad news on your phone, those triggers nudge your immune system into overdrive. Curcumin steps in to calm things down, almost like a fire extinguisher for that smoldering inflammation. When curcumin arrives in your bloodstream, it finds spots where inflammation has set up camp, like your joints or even your brain's support cells, and tells your body to ease off the inflammatory signals. Think of curcumin as a gentle referee, putting a stop to unnecessary fouls in your body's inflammatory game. Over time, this helps protect your mitochondria, the tiny power plants inside your cells, so they can keep making energy instead of getting bogged down by constant inflammation. Studies show that curcumin can help joints feel better by lowering swelling where bone meets bone, and it may even protect your brain against stress-related aging. To make the most of turmeric, you need to help curcumin get absorbed. It doesn't dissolve easily in water, so it's best paired with a bit of healthy fat and black pepper. Piperine, the active part of black pepper, boosts curcumin's absorption by many times over. That means if you just sprinkle turmeric on your food, you're missing half the benefit. Instead, stir a teaspoon of turmeric and a pinch of black pepper into soups, stews, or rice cooked with a splash of olive oil or coconut oil. You can also whisk them into a warm golden latte with milk of your choice and a touch of honey. You don't need fancy ingredients or a chef's skills to work turmeric into your meals. A simple steamed vegetable mix becomes anti-inflammatory gold if you toss in turmeric, pepper, and oil before serving. If you make rice or quinoa, stir in turmeric and pepper with the cooking water and finish with a drizzle of oil. Add crocheted threads of it to scrambled eggs or blend it into salad dressings. The bright color can stain, so you might want dedicated utensils or bowls, but the payoff in inflammation control is worth a quick rinse. Over weeks of regular turmeric use, you'll likely notice joints feeling less stiff in the morning, less puffiness around your fingers after typing, and a smoother recovery after workouts. Your energy levels tend to stay higher because your mitochondria aren't fighting inflammation all day. They're free to produce the energy you need. And because chronic inflammation contributes to deeper fatigue by weakening your cellular power plants, Dialing down inflammation with turmeric can leave you feeling more alert and less wiped out after what used to be a normal day. Because turmeric fights at the source of inflammation, it's a real win-win. You ease joint discomfort, protect your brain from stress-driven damage, and give your cells the breathing room they need to make energy and repair themselves. All of that adds up to better workouts, more vibrant skin, steadier moods, and even a friendlier metabolism that doesn't cling to extra fat as readily. By treating turmeric as a daily habit, a splash in your meals, a stir in your drinks, you're arming your body with a simple, time-tested way to turn down the heat on chronic inflammation and keep your cellular engines running strong. Number 6, fatty seafood, salmon, mackerel, shrimp, squid. When you think of inflammation, you might picture swollen joints or a sore throat. But beneath the surface, inflammatory signals can gum up your blood vessels, zap your energy, and slow your metabolism. Enter omega-3 fatty acids, the healthy fats in fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, shrimp, and squid. These omega-3s, scientifically called EPA and DHA, work like peacekeepers, countering the inflammatory messengers that accumulate from daily exposures to toxins, stress, and processed junk. EPA and DHA become part of your cell membranes, especially in tissues that see a lot of action, your heart, joints, and even your brain. When inflammatory compounds try to push their way into those membranes, omega-3s help block them off. The result is smoother blood flow, joints that move with less friction, and brain cells that stay sharp. Clinical trials show that people who eat 2 servings of fatty fish each week have lower levels of C-reactive protein, CRP, a key marker of inflammation. When CRP goes down, your risk for heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and chronic fatigue all decrease. Cooking fatty fish is faster and easier than you might think. A few minutes under the broiler with a squeeze of lemon, a light brushing of oil, and a sprinkle of herbs turns a salmon fillet into an anti-inflammatory powerhouse. You can pan-sear mackerel in a non-stick skillet with minimal oil, or steam shrimp and squid with garlic and a dash of turmeric for a quick meal. Canned salmon or sardines are perfect for salads or sandwiches, delivering omega-3s without the fuss of fresh fish. If you're worried about fishy taste or texture, try incorporating small amounts at first. Add flaked salmon to scrambled eggs, toss shrimp into a stir fry, or blend canned mackerel into a creamy dip with yogurt and herbs. Over time, you'll train your palate to welcome these flavors, and you'll reap the benefits of lowered inflammation in your blood vessels, joints, and brain. Better blood flow translates to more efficient oxygen delivery during workouts and daily activity, helping you burn fat more effectively and feel less winded. Shrimp and squid bring an extra bonus. They're lean protein sources that fill you up without overloading you with calories. Protein itself helps stabilize blood sugar and curb cravings, so combining it with anti-inflammatory omega-3s is a double win. When your meals keep your blood sugar steady and cut inflammation, your body is more likely to tap into stored fat for energy rather than cling to it. That helps you lean down without starving yourself or relying on harsh diets. Regular fatty fish intake also supports brain health. DHA makes up a substantial portion of your brain structure, so providing plenty in your diet can sharpen memory, lift mood, and keep stress from accelerating mental aging. When stress levels drop, so do inflammatory signals that slow your metabolism and encourage fat storage. In other words, eating fatty seafood helps your mind stay calm and your body stay lean. By making salmon, mackerel, shrimp, or squid part of your weekly routine, you're not just enjoying tasty meals, you're giving your body the raw materials it needs to quiet chronic inflammation. Over weeks and months, you'll notice less joint stiffness, steadier energy, smoother workouts, and even clearer thinking. Those effects combine to help you burn more fat and resist the puffiness and fatigue that chronic inflammation brings. Number 5, berries, blueberries, blackberries, strawberries, raspberries. Bright, colorful, and bursting with flavor, berries are nature's candy that fights inflammation from the inside out. Anthocyanins, the pigments that give blueberries and blackberries their deep hues, are powerful antioxidants. They latch onto free radicals, unstable molecules created by pollution, stress, and even normal metabolism, and neutralize them before they can damage cells. That action cuts down on chronic inflammation, which otherwise contributes to fatigue, joint pain, and even stubborn belly fat. Strawberries and raspberries add vitamin C and polyphenols to the mix, fueling your mitochondria and supplying extra firepower against inflammatory pathways. When these antioxidants reach your bloodstream, they protect your blood vessels from swelling, reduce oxidative stress on muscle cells, and guard your brain against stress-related aging. A study tracking adults who ate 2 servings of mixed berries daily saw improvements in blood pressure, cholesterol levels, and markers of oxidative stress. Inflammation all over the body went down. One of the best parts about berries is how easy they are to add to your day. Toss them into oatmeal, yogurt, or smoothies for breakfast. Snack on a handful straight from the box. Mix them into salads for lunch, or make a quick berry compote by simmering them with a splash of water and a dash of cinnamon. You'll get fiber, antioxidants, and a burst of natural sweetness, all in a low-calorie package. Fiber from berries also feeds your gut bacteria, helping the friendly microbes multiply and release short-chain fatty acids, SCFAs. SCFAs calm inflammation system-wide, support gut lining health, and even influence hormones that regulate appetite. A healthy gut means smoother digestion, fewer bloating episodes, and a metabolism more inclined to burn fat. Over time, you'll notice fewer afternoon energy crashes, less sugar craving, and a leaner waistline. Because berries combine fiber, antioxidants, and anti-inflammatory polyphenols, they attack inflammation on multiple fronts. They protect your mitochondria so you stay energized, soothe inflamed joints so you move better, and boost circulation so your muscles and organs get the oxygen they need. That synergy helps you burn more calories both at rest and during exercise, making it easier to shed excess body fat. With regular berry intake, you'll also enjoy clearer skin. Inflammation can show up as redness, dryness, or uneven tone. By neutralizing free radicals and supporting collagen production with vitamin C from strawberries, your skin looks fresher and more resilient. When you see those positive changes on the outside, you're more likely to stick with the habit, and the cycle of anti-inflammatory eating becomes your new normal. Number 4, fiber-rich produce: onions, apples, carrots, peaches, plums, apricots, leafy greens. Gut health is inflammation's gatekeeper, and fiber-rich produce is the key. Onions and apples contain quercetin, a phytonutrient that fights inflammation and supports your mitochondria. Carrots, as part of the colourful veggie family, provide fiber and polyphenols that your gut bacteria love. Stone fruits, peaches, plums, apricots, bring pent-up pockets of fiber and plant compounds that feed friendly microbes in your colon. Leafy greens add volume, micronutrients, and more fiber without many calories. When you eat these foods, your gut bacteria ferment the fiber and release short-chain fatty acids, SCFAs. SCFAs enter your bloodstream and act as anti-inflammatory messengers throughout your body. You might not notice your gut working until it's unhappy. Bloating, gas, and abdominal discomfort can all hint at low-grade inflammation in your digestive tract. When that inflammation seeps into your bloodstream, it contributes to joint stiffness, fatigue, and a slowed metabolism. By prioritizing fiber, you keep your gut lining strong, reduce unwanted immune reactions, and send more SCFAs into circulation to calm inflammation everywhere. Practical habits make this easy. Start meals with a big salad of mixed leafy greens, sliced apples, and carrots. Top with a yogurt-based dressing for extra gut support. Snack on a fresh peach or plum between meals, or pack apricot slices with nuts for a portable pick-me-up. When cooking, sauté onions and carrots as your flavor base instead of processed sauces. The natural sweetness of these veggies means you need less salt and no artificial flavorings. Aiming for 25-30 grams of fiber daily might sound daunting, but it adds up quickly when you fill half your plate with these plant foods. Each bite feeds your microbiome, lowers inflammation in your joints and vessels, and keeps your energy stable by preventing blood sugar spikes. Stable energy means fewer cravings and better workouts, which in turn help burn fat. Fiber isn't just about quantity, it's about diversity. Different fibers feed different bacteria strains, so rotating produce keeps your gut community thriving. One day, choose apples and onions. The next, reach for carrots and leafy greens. Then switch to stone fruits. That variety strengthens your gut barrier, calms inflammation, and enhances your body's ability to extract nutrients and maintain a healthy weight. Over weeks of bumping up fiber-rich produce, your digestion smooths out, less bloating, less discomfort, and more regularity. Your joints feel more mobile because systemic inflammation recedes. You'll also notice your workouts feel easier because your digestive system isn't siphoning energy away and your muscles get cleaner fuel. Better workouts boost calorie burn, sculpt leaner muscle, and send fat packing. Number 3, fermented foods: yogurt, kefir, kimchi, sauerkraut. Probiotics are the friendly bacteria that live in fermented foods like yogurt, kefir, kimchi, and sauerkraut. When you eat these foods, you introduce live cultures into your gut, helping crowd out inflammation-promoting microbes. A balanced microbiome strengthens your gut lining, preventing unwanted particles from sneaking into your bloodstream and triggering immune responses. That's a direct line from your gut to systemic inflammation, and by stocking up on probiotics, you put yourself in a winning position. Yogurt and kefir are creamy, tangy ways to boost your morning meal or afternoon snack. Both deliver a blend of bacteria strains plus protein that stabilizes blood sugar. Kimchi and sauerkraut, fermented cabbage dishes from Korean and German traditions, bring crunch, acidity, and a spectrum of probiotic species. They also contain vitamins and fiber, so they're a double dose of gut support. Pair fermented foods with fiber-rich produce for an extra kick. For example, top yogurt with sliced apples and a spoonful of sauerkraut on the side, or stir kimchi into a salad of leafy greens and carrots. Your gut bacteria feast on the fiber while the probiotic strains get to work rebalancing the ecosystem. Within days, you'll notice less bloat, fewer gas flare-ups, and smoother digestion, all signs that inflammation in your gut has calmed. A healthy gut lining means fewer inflammatory signals leaking into your blood. That helps your joints feel less achy, your brain stay clearer, and your energy stay steady. When your gut is in good shape, your body can focus on burning fat and repairing tissues rather than fighting invisible fires. If you're new to fermented foods, start small. A few spoonfuls of yogurt or kefir daily, or a tablespoon of kimchi or sauerkraut with lunch, is enough to tip the balance toward beneficial bacteria. Over time, you can increase the servings as your taste buds adapt. Just watch out for added sugars in flavored yogurts. Plain versions give you probiotics without the blood sugar spikes that can fuel inflammation. Number 2. Stone fruits and carrots for prebiotic fiber and polyphenols. Stone fruits, peaches, plums, and apricots, plus carrots provide a blend of dietary fiber and polyphenols that feed your gut microbiome and drive the production of short-chain fatty acids, SCFAs. SCFAs circulate through your body, dialing down inflammation in the gut and beyond, so your joints, blood vessels, and cellular powerhouses can all work more efficiently. A medium peach has about 2 g-mons of fiber and a spectrum of polyphenols that act as prebiotic fuel. Plums and apricots offer similar benefits, roughly 2 to 3 Gs of fiber per fruit, plus chlorogenic acid and other polyphenols that nourish beneficial gut bacteria. Carrots, with about 3 Gs of fiber per cup when chopped, add beta-carotene and other plant compounds that support your microbiome and antioxidant defenses. To put this hack into practice, start your day with a simple fruit and veggie bowl. Chop 1 peach and half a plum, grate half a carrot, and toss everything together. Add a squeeze of lemon or lime to preserve color and add a bit of vitamin C, which also supports gut health. As a snack, dip carrot sticks into hummus or a yogurt-based dip. and pair slices of apricot with a handful of nuts. As your gut bacteria ferment the fiber, they produce SCFAs like butyrate, which strengthen the gut lining and prevent unwanted particles from leaking into your bloodstream, a key source of systemic inflammation. Better gut barrier function means less low-grade inflammation nagging at your joints, brain, and blood vessels. That allows your metabolism to run more smoothly, burning fat rather than diverting energy to inflammatory repair. Over a few weeks, you should notice fewer episodes of bloating or gas, more regular digestion, and a reduction in joint stiffness or mild aches. Your energy levels will feel steadier because your gut is no longer siphoning off resources to fight constant inflammation. This prebiotic fiber plus polyphenol combo keeps your microbiome thriving, inflammation low, and metabolic pathways primed for efficient fat burning. Number 1, wild fiddlehead ferns for natural omega-3s. Fiddlehead ferns, the tightly coiled young shoots of certain ferns, are an under-the-radar source of plant-based omega-3 fatty acids. In regions where they grow wild each spring, people have eaten these ferns for centuries to tap into their anti-inflammatory power. Fiddleheads supply alpha-linolenic acid, ALA, a precursor to EPA and DHA, giving you an extra boost of healthy fats beyond seafood. A half-cup serving of cooked fiddleheads provides around 300 milligrams of ALA, plus fiber, iron, and antioxidants. To prepare them, clean thoroughly, brush off the brown papery chaff, and blanch in boiling water for 2 to 3 minutes. Then saute briefly with garlic and a drizzle of oil. That light cooking preserves the omega-3s while making them tender and flavorful. You can also steam fiddleheads and toss them with lemon juice and chopped onions for a bright side dish. Once the ALA from fiddleheads enters your system, your body converts some of it into EPA and DHA, the same anti-inflammatory fats you'd get from fatty seafood. These compounds integrate into cell membranes in your joints, blood vessels, and even mitochondria, blocking inflammatory signals and promoting smoother cellular function. Over time, this helps protect your energy-generating machinery and supports fat metabolism. For those who don't eat fish regularly, fiddleheads offer a seasonal alternative to keep omega-3 intake up. Pair them with other anti-inflammatory ingredients, toss blanched fiddleheads into salads with berries and carrots, or mix them into whole grain pasta with a turmeric pepper oil sauce. Even a few servings per week during fiddlehead season can tip the balance toward lower inflammation, better gut and joint health, and more efficient fat burning. If you found these food hacks helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more science-based tips to feel better, burn fat, and age slower. And let me know in the comments which of these foods you're adding to your routine first.